I'll be honest, I do like the movie trailers. Just to get a bit of a feel about what I'm going to go and see in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
I like that. I tend to bookmark a couple. Oh, yeah, I want to see that one. I want to see that one.
Yeah. We, the night on the Friday night before, with Danny and I, we went and saw Bombshell, the movie about
Fox News.
Fox News, like the sexual harassment one.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, but the trailers beforehand, they were all like horror movies. So there was this one called The Invisible Man. Have you seen the trailers for that? Terrifying.
I hate horror movies.
Me too, but I don't usually get like scared from them. Like I don't watch them very often, but even the trailers, I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. This trailer, it was horrendous. Like, so essentially the movie looks like it's a lady, she's getting abused by her husband, and the first scene was terrifying. And then all of a sudden they say, oh, your husband's killed himself or committed suicide. But then he starts like haunting her, and he's invisible now. So like you see like his breath when he's invisible and all. But people starts going crazy because of it. But everyone thinks that she's crazy. So yeah, so the whole cinema is like, what the heck are we doing? We just want to watch a movie. So that's happening. And then the next movie, so usually, they would go really dark horror movie, then into like a nice happy trailer.
Yeah.
Break it up
a bit.
Give my emotions a rest. Straight away into another horror movie. And there was like an audible groan in the cinema where people were like, what is going on? It's like Friday night. We just want to have that. And we're in deluxe movie.
Was it Friday the 13th?
Oh, I have no idea.
That would maybe make some sense.
I don't think it was Friday the 13th though. But even if it was, like I was sitting there eating my chips and drinking my beer. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this stuff. But that was all they had. I don't remember them having any happy movies. And then we went straight into this Bombshell movie, which is quite emotionally taxing, I guess. Like it wasn't like a horror movie or anything. But we came out of that. I was exhausted.
Really?
And then I had
like
nightmares.
Emotionally intense?
Yeah. And then
and then you had nightmares.
And I don't think I've had a nightmare for a while. Not that I've remembered, but I like woke up a few times thinking about this invisible man coming up.
The damn invisible man.
Because we woke up in the morning and Jay's like, oh, how'd you sleep? I was like, not good. That invisible man was chasing me all night.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
Not on. So
normally the ads are like at least a little bit in line with the movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go see a drama, you normally get a few dramas.
Yeah, like see a comedy.
Yeah. Have you seen The Gentleman?
No, I want to see it.
Really
want to see it.
Really good. Do recommend unless you're under 18 years of age.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
and
Guy
even
Ritchie,
then, as a
isn't it?
pastor, there is some strong language that you need to be very aware of.
Yeah.
It's not as graphic violently. It's just very graphic with its language.
It's very British, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's a lot of the C
like
word.
Snatch and Lock, Stock and Barrel.
Well, it's Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I really like Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Like I really enjoyed it, but it was quite confronting to your ears. It was
Yeah,
like
really.
the first couple of times you're like, oh, did they say what I thought they said? Yep. And
Yeah,
it's
right.
regularly used.
Wow. Because it's used a lot in Britain, isn't it, that word?
I guess so, yeah, it must be.
It's very common. Well, I don't know if it's that common, but
I've never been, but
neither have I. This is all speculation. We've seen it on
highly
one movie.
speculative.
I'm hearing it through you. This third-hand knowledge that you saw it in a movie, therefore it must happen.
It must be commonplace.
Yeah, because Guy Ritchie's the director.
Yeah.
I saw we talk about Joe Rogan a lot on this podcast, which is a bit meta. But there's it's a couple of years old now where Guy Ritchie's on his podcast. And I was listening.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, mate, it's so good. I was listening to it the other day. He's a fascinating dude. He goes on for like 15 minutes talking about the importance of wearing a suit and owning a suit. And afterwards, I was like, I think I want to buy a suit.
Like he made quite a compelling argument for it.
Yeah, like just the way he talks about was
he obviously wearing a suit?
He was wearing like this super tailored suit or whatever. Yeah. And in his like awesome British accent, he talks about how like you have to own the suit and he's using it for like a metaphor for life, I think. This is what I got out of it. And a good suit is like a suit of armor. So he's like, the business world has strips the suit of its power, whereas it used to be something that you would put on, and you know, if you put on a really good suit, you feel confident. You feel so. He's like, that's kind of like the metaphor for life. Everyone should go watch this episode.
Yeah.
There's even a snippet just on YouTube because I'm butchering the crap out of this right now. But
because you can find those like Joe Rogan clips where it's like he's 10 minutes on,
10 minutes on
Guy Ritchie
suits.
talking about suits.
Yeah. But it was fascinating. He's an interesting guy. And he talks about like story, like the, how in life, what does he talk about? In life, there's like two different dichotomies, which is, like there's you and there's what you believe, and then there's what the world wants you to believe, and it's you trying to match those two up. And he talks about how like in every story, that's what is present in every single story. Like there's so that's I've wrecked that one again, but yeah, he talks about that, and that was fascinating because then he was talking about it. As a storyteller, which is what he is, in every single story that is present, and so that was during the time he did King Arthur, I think, wrote and directed that.
Oh, okay,
directed it. I don't think he wrote the story of King Arthur, but yeah, I'm sure he added stuff onto it. But he was talking about that's the main thing, but then you can go deeper and deeper, and all these layers.
Wow!
So you are a smart individual.
He's
been doing it for a while, I guess, but
yeah, wow,
yeah, fascinating guy,
very fascinating.
And
Dude, I need to blow my nose.
Go for it.
Yes,
I give you permission. This is exactly like when Luke had to go and let the dog out in the other one.